Now, this is the third video in a short video series where we're building an average retirement plan with 1.7 million in financial assets. Now, why 1.7 million? Well, there was a recent survey that came out that suggested that the average household believes they need $1.7 million to retire. Now, that's a very high number. So in this video series, we're going to see if 1.7 is really the right number, or if perhaps a lower number is maybe more reasonable as a retirement target. In this video in particular, we're going to be looking at CPP and old age security benefits and what those might be in the future. And if you want to see some of the past videos about income and expenses, assets and debts, I'll put the links in the description for this video. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so in the last video, we added the financial assets and debt for Bill and Louise. Bill and Louise have 1.7 million in total financial assets, a little under 1.7 million in investment assets, and about $10,000 in cash and savings. They have $1 million home value, and they have a little bit of value in their old vehicle, which needs to be upgraded. And they've got a home equity line of credit, which they don't use, but could be available if they need it. Total, their net worth is 2.7 million. Again, this is a bit above average, so we'll start to see how this is not necessarily the average retirement plan. Now in this video, let's take a look at tax and benefits. So two important benefits we want to look at. One, old age security. We're going to assume that Bill and Louise has spent their entire lives in Canada. So old age security is based on residency. You need to have over 40 years in Canada, to get the maximum old age security benefit. So if you did immigrate to Canada, you might not get the maximum. If you spent time outside of Canada, perhaps working in the US or another country, again, you might not get the maximum old age security benefit. Now, the other retirement benefit we want to look at is Canada Pension Plan. It's not based on residency, but it's based on contributions. So what we need to do is to get a rough average benefit for CPP, which is about $8,000–9,000 a year for the average person. We're going to add some pensionable earnings here. Now, normally you would get this from your statement of contributions, but for Bill and Louise, we're just going to add some assumptions. To get to the average, we need about 20 years of pensionable earnings, and we're just going to put in something that's above the maximum every year, and we're going to do that for 20 years or so. So that's going to go back to about 2001. So let me add those here. Now this is probably something that, again, it's not really reflective of the average. So the average might have had gaps in their employment. They might have had some lower earning years in the beginning. So again, your situation might be quite a bit different than what I'm entering here, and really highlights why we need to have a retirement plan that reflects your particular situation. So we've added pensionable earnings going back to 2001 or so, and you can see there's still a lot of zero pensionable earnings here. So again, not really reflective of, I think, the average situation. But this is going to give us pretty close to the average CPP benefit. You know what, we might even take out one of these years just to get closer to the average. Now let's take a look down here at CPP and OAS estimates so we can see what that looks like. $87 or so $100 a year. Maybe we'll add one more year of tax and benefits just to get us closer to that $9,000 a year. So let's take a look here. So yeah, we've got about $9,200 a year in benefits as of age 65. For both Bill and Louise, it's the same because we added the same pensionable earnings, and old age security, $8,200 a year. So that's the current maximum. So they could start CPP at age 70, but let's start by looking at what it looks like at age 65. So at age 65, if they were to start their benefits, both CPP and old age security, they'd get about $35,000 a year. So that's pretty close to half of what they want to target for retirement spending. If they were to delay until age 70, you can see that the benefit goes up. So they'd have about $42,500 if they decided to delay until age 70. That's over half of their retirement spending. Let's start this plan with assuming that they start these benefits at age 65, but that is definitely one of the big decision points when creating a retirement plan. Now, the next video we're going to come out with, we're going to see what all this looks like together in the final plan projections. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this video and hit the little bell notification icon so that you get notified when that next video comes out. Thank you for watching.